What are we doing right now? Yo, these are so good. Say me and mommy love these. Well, I was gonna do like a sit down video of how I had my kids, but I don't think I'm gonna do a sit down video. I think I'm gonna just tell you straight up right here. So basically, I had my son when I was pregnant with my son when I was 16. I had him when I was 17. Let's rewind all the way back. So I started working, my first job was when I was 16. I was a lifeguard, and I was doing it for like, I think I started in August or something like that. So my baby dad, my kid's father, both of my kids' father, we knew each other for a while. Like, we've been knew each other for a minute. I knew him since I was 11, I think. Yeah, 11. And we've been cool since like I was 11. He was always like my friend. You know, every time he used to sometimes live in Pennsylvania, and then sometimes he would be living in New York. I honestly don't know. Anyways, so one day when I was at work, he had hit me up and he was like, oh, you know, you want to chill or whatever. In my mind, I'm like, oh, this boy just want to hit. That's it. I was 16 though at the time, so in my mind, I'm like, he just want to hit. I didn't want to go, but I was with one of my friends at the time, and she was like, you know, let's just go. Like, we didn't have nothing to do at the time. This is before I had kids. This was when I was running the streets and I was acting all how I shouldn't be acting, how I don't want my daughter to be acting. He hit me up and he was like, you know, hey, how about you come through to one of my boys' house and we gonna chill or whatever. So we chilled the first day. I went over there, even though I didn't want to go over there. I went over there and we was chilling. It was me, my friend, and his friends. And we was just chilling, just vibing out, you know. And then I had went back the next day. And then the next day, you know, we did the do. So after that, yes, guys, you probably like, what, the next day? Yes, I'm not even gonna, like, I know some people try to sugarcoat shit, but I'm not sugarcoating anything. The next day we did the do. And then after that, we did the do every day for that month. We was doing it every day. Every single day I got out of school, every single day out of work, his friend would pick me up and we would go. Me and my friends would go back to his friend's house because he wasn't living with anybody at the time. He was just a street nigga, a regular street nigga running the streets. He was, he wasn't, I think he was living with his friend at the time. And yeah, we'll go back every single day. I'll go back. So eventually, you know, this was unprotected. Stupid me. I was young. I was dumb. I was young. I wasn't thinking about nothing. I'm sure I knew what pregnancy was. Like, don't get me wrong, but I never thought like, oh, I can get pregnant. I don't know. It's just a young, dumb type of thing. I remember I had bought a pregnancy test because I was like, wow, we having sex unprotected. Like, I wonder, you know, I was peeing a lot. And I was like, I wonder if I'm pregnant. Like, I would have never thought, nothing would have ever came to my mind saying that I would have got pregnant. Knowing, you know, I still was having sex unprotected. So I should have been thinking I could get pregnant. But when you're young, you're not really thinking about stuff like that. Like, you're in the moment type of stuff. And we were in the moment. We was having fun. We were young. You know, we were vibing out. We had made our relationship official. And then a month later, I found out I was pregnant. The first person I told was my friend back in PA. And I told her, I was like, yo, I had took the pregnancy test. And I'm not thinking that I'm pregnant. Like, I'm not even having a thought, an ounce of thought that I'm pregnant. So I flipped over the pregnancy test. I took it. I flipped it over. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back in 20 minutes. So then 20 minutes passed. And I'm like, okay, so I went back. And I went back and it was positive. I was freaking out. Mind you, I'm 16. I'm living with my mom. My mom is so strict at the time. I was like, how I'm gonna do it? She's gonna kill me. So I end up telling my friend. I honestly don't remember because this is so long ago. I'm about to be 21. This is when I was 16, so this was like over like 4 years ago. But I honestly don't remember everything, but I do remember I told my friend, and I was like, yo, like, I'm pregnant, and I sent her the photo of it, and it was just crazy. So then at that time, you know, days go by, well, months go by. My mom had kicked me out when she first found out I was pregnant. She kicked me out. She ended up kicking me out. I ended up going with him to his friends, and I stayed there, I think only like 2 days or something, and then I ended up going back because, you know, people had problems with it or whatever. You know, when you go to other people's houses, like, you kind of invading their space type of shit. So I ended up going back to my mom's house, and she wanted me back anyways because, yeah, mothers are gonna get mad and they're gonna do things, but they're not gonna just leave you out in the cold. So she brought me back, and she wasn't speaking to me for like months. And then you know, me and my baby father at the time, we were still dating, but we were young, so he was still cheating and still doing his own things. And yeah, so that's how I had my son. And then I had him when I was 17, and it was the best thing in my life. All I can remember is the day that I was giving birth, and I remember that day so clear to me because I remember waking up feeling contractions. I had drank castor oil, and I was waking up feeling contractions, and then he ended up coming the next day, and that was the best day of my life. So then fast forward 2 years. You know, just messing around again. My daughter, honestly, we was just messing around. Me and my child's father, we wasn't together at the time. When we conceived my daughter, we were still messing around. Like, we've been through a lot of things. So the reason why we weren't together is because we've been through a lot. Like, he put me through a lot, and you know, I played some parts in a lot of things too, but we were just really young, and it was so much. It was just a lot. So my daughter, honestly, I think we were just, again, having sex unprotected, being stupid. Not stupid, because we knew better now we knew better. We had a kid, so we knew better. But I think I kind of wanted another baby. I don't know, like, I can't, it's kind of crazy to say because I'm so young. I'm only 20 years old, and I have 2 kids, but I think, like, I needed my daughter. And my daughter is like a blessing because she made me so calm. I've always been a hothead, right? My baby girl made me so calm. Like, she made me calm down a lot. Like, my Troy, he made me calm down a lot too. But Aaliyah, she just showed me how to be a sweetie. You know, how to be a sweetheart, how to be gentle. She's a female, and you have to be gentle to her and make sure that, you know, she's just the prettiest thing. I love her so much. I love my kids so much. Like, I'm so thankful for them. You don't even understand. Like, I would do it all over again. I hate how, you know, I had to go through the things that I had to go through, and I still got back pain from all of them because Troy gave birth to him vaginally. Miss Aaliyah, I had a C-section, so they still had to, like, poke up my back and everything, and I'm still dealing with back problems every day. Some days I feel like an old lady. I feel, you know, overwhelmed because I was young when I had them, and I never really had a, you know, a life after that. I didn't go out. Like, my mom wasn't playing that. She was not watching nobody's baby. So I had to grow up, and I had to really do what I had to do. And I thank God for my babies. I love my babies so much. I'm still learning how to be a mom, and I'm still learning how to, you know, be more patient and more kind and more loving. And I'm learning day by day. I know my flaws, and I know what I can work on. So as long as you know what you can do, you can make things work. Like, this is to all my young mothers and single moms, and even moms that are not single. We go through a lot, and you can get through it. Like, I have 2 kids, and I didn't go to college. I didn't go to, You know, I graduated. My biggest accomplishment was graduating high school. I was pregnant in high school, so that was one of my biggest accomplishments. I told myself, if I can do that, like, I had to stay an extra month in school by myself in a room with my son, and I did it because I was like, I'll be damned if I drop out and get a GED, or, you know, things like that. Not knocking anybody that has a GED, but those things are really hard. You know, it's hard to get. Just to close this out, I don't regret my kids, and I just wanted to share my story to you, how my lovely kids came into this world. And it's not the best story. It's great. It's not the most romantic story. This is my life. This is something that I've come accustomed to. Ups and you got your downs, and I wouldn't trade nothing in the world for my two little babies. I love them so much. They make me want more for myself. They make me want to be better. They make me want to be a better person. They make me want to do better. They make me want to strive for better. They make me want to do everything so I can give them everything in the world. I want my kids to have everything that I've never had. You know, my mom, she had 5 kids herself, so she struggled, but she gave us a house, a home that I got to call home. I had my own room. I had certain things, you know, and she worked her ass off for that. So I would love to work my ass off and just give my kids everything and show them responsibility too, not just give them everything. Show them the ups and the downs in this world, because I kind of lacked at that. That's why I had kids so early, because I lacked direction, you know. So I want my kids to have their head on straight, and I want them to have direction. And I will do anything in this world to make sure that they have that direction, because I don't want my daughter to go down the same path that I went. The things that I went through, I don't want my daughter to go through. Like, even though, you know, it's okay to have kids young, it's not okay when you don't have, when you're not financially stable. It's not okay when you're not in the right mind, you know, when you're not in the right space of your life where it should be. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is just my little story, and thank you guys so much for watching and showing love. And I definitely am trying to be more consistent with this YouTube stuff. I try to find little things that I can post or whatever. I love my baby. I love my little baby. I love her so much. And my son is out there sitting on the couch. Can I get a kiss? Come on. Let's show YouTube. Let's show YouTube I love. Come on. Give me a kiss. I love you. And she has a fever. You ready to get some Tylenol? And we out. Peace.